Grant Collins, the Chief Sales Officer of the Zone Group. One of the cool new things that we've just released is all our packs now have an AI self-help function, which can teach players how to play the game while they're going. It gives more help if they're not going well, or less help if you're in first place. It can do things for educate players how to tag bases, encourage them to move around, or tell what's nearby, so if they haven't found a base before, it can send them into that area. We've also just released themes to all of our packs, so players can now change the theme of their pack to be a pirate mode, which changes all of the audio throughout the pack as well, along with all of the graphics. We've also got Goblin mode, Western mode, and more will be coming out in the future. We've also updated all of our touchscreen and graphics across all of our equipment, allowing individual players to change the languages on any of their packs to be any language to make it easier for them to play without needing to get a staff member to assist them there. Outside of the direct fist system, we've updated all of our arena devices to now be able to tag back and do a whole lot more functions to make the game even more fun for players to experience. So one of the other things we released at this show was dynamic handicapping. So the laser tag packs in team games can now auto balance to make sure the scores at the end of the game end up a little bit closer. It does some of the same things in solo games, but it really comes in highlights in a team game. What it does is, for example, if red team is losing, blue team is winning, it'll start giving red team a little bit more points, but it'll make sure that the final score result is always the same. So the correct team wins, but the losing team will start getting some advantages. In the solo format as well as the team format, it will start giving the players in the lowest position slightly faster tag rates, slightly shorter deactivate rates, winning players slightly slower tag rates, and it dynamically adjusts as the scores change throughout the game to make sure at the end of the game people all feel like they had a good experience and all of their scores are close enough on the board, just so little Timmy doesn't end the game with 100 points and John's got 5,000. One thing which keeps laser tag still relevant and still a useful attraction and a profitable attraction for people today is it's an experience that people play together. So it's not just I'm going in to play an arcade game myself, I'm playing laser tag with my friends, which makes every game unique, exciting, and we get to share experiences and talk about it later. Experiences are far more fun when they're shared together with friends. I think laser tag operators should really look at what DMX can do for their systems. All laser tag brands, ourselves of course included, have really good DMX controls now to enable you to connect lights to your system, smoke machines, and all of these things to really enhance the arena. You spend all this money making a really pretty arena, but a lot of people don't spend as much time as they should figuring out how to make the lights do cool stuff. For example, the whole arena change red if red team's winning, smoke machines go off if someone destroys a base, and just cool stuff to keep people excited and talking about what the arena did while they were playing. I think one thing a lot of people underutilize with all of our ozone systems is that the Bagheera, the phaser-only version of our equipment, can play in the same game, which allows younger kids to play in the same game as the parents, adults, whoever else in the family, without having to wear a vest. Sure, the vest is light, but when you put that on a 5-year-old, not so much. Another thing people seem to have missed is redemption cards work with the system, so you can use them in your arcade to get tickets and points alongside while you're playing.